the best part of waking up. Hey, y'all, come on in. We're glad to see you.
We are. We have a brand new soap today from MacDuff's Soap Company.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
It's Folgers in your cup. Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. The barbershop's open, and we're so glad to see you. If you happen to be here during the live premiere, why, join the chat. We've got some awesome folks from all over the world that hang out with us now, and we'd love to meet you, too.
Yes,
and
please.
what is our very special mention today?
Yeah, so we opened this box earlier because we had to bust out our wax melts, and we were not prepared for the wax melts from MacDuff's.
If you were as mesmerized by Autumn Cabin as we were, you ought to try it in a wax melt. Are you kidding? And I almost put in 3. Thank God I didn't, because 2 filled our entire place.
And even now, like, it's sitting in the wax melt, and it's not melted. It's hardened. It's waiting for us to turn it back on. And I walked by just in the living room, and I was like, "What? It smells so good." Oh, yeah, it's still in there.
Y'all, if you know about Autumn Cabin, put it in the comments, but it is one of the most beautiful, beguiling smells. Sean basically built a maple accord because maple doesn't have an essential oil, right?
It's gorgeous. And if you want it through your living room, let me tell you, it's a good decision. We did not know that they had wax melts until I was digging around, and we found 3. So this is our first one.
Y'all, of these is exactly what you want it to be. Where the other 2 we got? I know we got Bad Santa. And then the third one is not a shave soap.
No, okay, so here's what the Bad Santa fun looks like. And then this is actually another scent that I found. I think there was bath salts or something else that was with this, but it is pretty darn wonderful. It's so real. Rose water and lemonade. I was thinking for summer it'd be fun, but I think it's going to be a good...
You know what I love about these MacDuff scents is they are so good that every time I smell them, I kind of just laugh.
Right?
At the very least, I smile. It's like, wow.
Excuse me,
this is crazy.
So this one's called Rose Water and Lemonade, but I'm reading under it. It's actually lemon,
we got scent notes,
rose petal, and raspberry. I mean, come on, people. And it's the real thing. And that's how MacDuff goes. There's quality oils in there. It smells real. Like, I really would think someone literally smashed up some rose petals and raspberries together with some lemons, and that's what we're getting.
Y'all, some of our absolute favorite scents in all of the wet shaving world. And for a guy who knows that Dr. Pulaski is the superior position to Dr. Crusher, let's meet the soap. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at MacDuffSoapCompany.com, Morning Ritual is a rich coffee-inspired scent that is, in part, inspired by Killian Black Phantom with an emphasis on coffee. Is that the same house that did Angel's Share?
It might be. I think, I may be wrong, but I think I remember reading that as one of the homages from Barrett.
Right.
I don't know if we got a sample from them, but I've seen that go by.
Not yet, but I'm excited
we are
now,
definitely
right?
coffee fans here, so I think we're going to be excited no matter what happens.
Love it. And then
this scent is done in our Explorer series, which is a first for us, which is kind of exciting. A format that serves as a way for us to explore new scent ideas that don't necessarily fit into the overall themes of Alberta or the outdoors. Okay.
Y'all, and we know sometimes Sean posts his coffee pictures in the morning, and that's kind of a big part of his day. Coffee is certainly an enormous
we are guilty
part of ours. If you've not seen our Catahoula coffee during the mentions, it's
or
a
getting
local
Sterling coffee we've been trying. Or
roastery.
We like our coffee.
So coffee and the shaving world somehow go hand in hand. Even Mr. Zarati has his Monday morning podcast where he does it's kind of coffee themed.
But then it's mixed with this lovely homage to a cologne here. So I feel like this is just going to really rock our socks.
And y'all, if you didn't see Alberta Boy, Sean has been exploring the idea of starting with like a cologne homage and then building it out from there, leaving that as only a third of it. And
even Birth of Cool that had some too.
Yes, right. Birth of Cool, same idea. So
I'm ready. You ready?
I am more than ready. Let's have an unboxing.
All right, I had to bust the wax melts out because clearly that was...
We did, but y'all, I would be a little remiss if I didn't mention that they did include a sticker! We got a sticker, and it's Sean and MacDuff.
And we are just about to revamp our shave den with new cabinets, so we need some more stickers.
We need more stickers to adorn them.
Don't lose that.
Ooh, what do you see?
Ooh, this is a sleek cover.
Love
Explorer series, y'all. This is our first from this year, so I'm kind of excited.
I'm just excited because it's a gourmand, and in the shaving world, Sean is a master.
I can't imagine just knowing what he's done with some other stuff and then seeing what he can do to coffee.
And, you know, I have been looking at some shave of the days with this because the brethren have been super excited to bust this out. It's hitting hard, y'all. We're shooting
There's
this
some
episode
ripples.
a little out of order so that we can experience
gotta
this
know
a
what
little
it's
bit
about.
earlier. I'm so excited. Let's have a first impression. No, you are an even bigger coffee fan than me. I think you have to start with this one.
Okay.
And I love how it's like taped here, like almost this is like
I
an
know, but
experimental.
and it's like his writing. I think it's just so
cool.
cute.
I love this.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Take it.
Time to go
Take it.
explore a new scent here.
We already had our coffee for the day. We should have done this one
I
early.
know, right? I don't know. Ooh, it does have a little darker color to it.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, don't get too close.
All right, take it in. See what you get.
Okay, so
Oh!
this is a thing. It's fun because we just did iced coffee not too long ago.
We did. Sterling
This is
Soap.
the completely other side of coffee. Completely other side. They are
Yo.
both still coffee, but don't be alarmed. We have two good coffee friends in our den now. It's gonna be a good time.
Yo, yes, we loved iced coffee. Little hazelnut in there. Very, very true to the source.
Right.
Now, what are
okay.
you getting here?
This, I'm almost getting like a deep dark chocolate mixed in.
Makes sense to me. This is inspired by Killian Cologne.
Right,
At
so
its heart, right?
And I do, there is something of like, it's just that, like ribbon of chocolate through it.
yeah?
It's not constant, but it's enough that it's making the bitter sides in there smell super savory and almost like the sultry side of the scent, I think.
Oh!
If that's where it's going, Cologne.
Oh, now tell me about the coffee.
Okay, and so they dance back and forth constantly. Where
Nice.
sometimes
the
we're like,
coffee and chocolate.
yeah, and there's sometimes we talk about like having mid layers and stuff.
Right.
I think these just keep interchanging. So it's kind of like an alive scent. It doesn't, they both stay with it constantly through
Right.
your whiff, but they kind of tango back and forth.
I'm kind of excited about that because generally coffee and chocolate, when they combine, it's really hard to get them back out again. Does that make sense? Like they're
So,
too locked together.
When you make
This?
a dark
Right.
chocolate brownie
Yeah.
or dark chocolate cake and you mix the batter
Okay.
before you actually make
with you.
it.
Right.
It's that deeper side of the chocolate. That's like really quality. Maybe a good dive
Now,
or something.
lighter roast coffee or darker roast? What are we talking about here?
Ooh, I'm thinking darker. But I think that's why they go so well together.
Right.
But it's dark, but it's not heavy.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
it's like the scent
absolutely.
quality. I feel like this is something that we're gonna want the splash for. I gotta say, it is gourmand, but it is like a classy gourmand. Like I've walked into the finest coffee shop bakery ever.
Oh.
They are quality tier ingredients here. Yeah, let's just say since I can't eat a lot of chocolate like
Right.
I used to back in the day, this will be my thing that I go to take whiffs to get it because there's just so much like an enjoyable side
Right.
of the chocolate that meets the coffee.
Right.
And I, at first reading that list, I really thought it was going to be much more of a masculine cologne vibe
Oh,
at the
right.
end.
A little darker,
But,
a little spicier, right?
I think if you're a fan of coffee or chocolate, you're just going to enjoy it. I don't think it has to be considered a lane. It's much more the gourmand kind of vibe.
All right. Let me take this in.
I wanna
and
keep
we're
it.
going to see how she did here, folks. But because I feel like she's actually done a really good job giving me a
Yeah,
vision of what
see
this
if
smells
see
like
if
here, but,
if I don't want to skew your whiff here, but see if
No,
I was in the right lane.
No,
Let's see.
don't skew your whiff, no matter what
Right?
happens.
No.
Yes, that's good advice.
Take an OG riff for you and just see what you got. It's an exploration for sure.
Whoa. No.
I know.
Whoa.
I know.
Hold on.
Like if you had that truly as your morning ritual, if you had that for your morning ritual, that's hard to say.
She didn't have
can't even
words
say it.
left. You want to try it for a third time?
If we had this for an everyday morning ritual, you'd have a good day. Let's just get that out.
Yo.
Oh. I think our record skipped a little.
So it's still skipping. So I think she completely nailed it. Because generally, if you've got a coffee and a chocolate smell, they're very sort of similar at their heart.
Mm-hmm.
They blend together and you're left with this sort of mocha smell.
Right. But this is like a classy revamp.
Yep. I don't know how he did this, but when you first take this in, Your brain has to pick one. It's the Passaggio. It has to go either, okay, wait a minute, I'm going down the coffee lane or I'm going down the chocolate, more cologne lane. But then once it does, the coffee part goes, what about me?
Yeah,
and you've got to come back to the coffee and be like, oh, okay, no, I'm not coming. And then when you're there, the coffee part goes, yes, but what about me? And then you go, oh, right, my friend. And then you go back to the chocolate part. And then once you're in the chocolate while the coffee goes, hey, but what about me? And you go back and forth, back and forth. It's absolutely a tango from the dancer. Here, take turn.
It kept going back and forth.
Wow. And then you know what? I'm ready to grab a spoon.
Yeah,
because
right?
whatever this is the greatest coffee chocolate drink I've ever smelled.
No, I'm so
Only
with you.
because they don't combine. They have this magical way of pulling at each other and raising the stakes in this.
I know we were joking at the beginning about Folgers coffee. This is not Folgers coffee. Let me just say.
Y'all, just take Folgers, turn around.
It's just total opposite. I know the song's stuck in your head, but
right? Oh, please.
Okay, so this is actually at first. I don't know if I want to lather it because I like it so much here. I don't want to mess it up.
No, we got to break this open. Only because this is likely to get
It probably will. It
in
probably
the
will.
lather. And if this gets any better, did I forget sticks? And y'all, hold on. I don't want you to leave our barbershop today thinking this is just coffee and chocolate.
No.
Hold on. Those are the bumpers.
Yes.
Those are the things that keep bumping you back into play.
I'm with you.
There's a world happening in the middle here, and what I love is that half of that world is a Killian cologne.
Yeah.
And I can sense that. If y'all know Angel Share, what that did for cognac, are you kidding me? This does for coffee, and it just turns it into something even more magical than coffee already is, which is pretty magical. It gets my butt out of bed in the morning. That's magic.
That's the winning sauce to get out of it.
Okay, hold on.
I know. We got to focus here. It's clearly distracting.
Now, Sean will invite you to bowl lather because he's got a rather soft soap. And let's see, is this on the Laney scale of interest? It's not. That's not very few
Not
of them
fat
actually
gourmandy.
are.
Not enough that she wants to eat it. So that's
We
good.
should have let her smell the bacon when we just.
Oh, right. Actually, that would have been
She would have
interesting.
loved that one. All right, y'all. So this is our KUN bowl from the KUN workshop. And my advice when you're putting your soap in your bowl is to just kind of make a mess as if you were trying to make it so someone could not get the soap back out again. That's the idea.
In each of those little grooves.
Do you want to do the honors?
Oh, I
Since
guess
this is
I'd
your
love to.
your bowl and brush combination.
My lovely
here.
Moon Soaps brush from Zach and Melody.
Zach's wrist is better, y'all. He's back making brushes. Head over to
Magic in the
moonsoaps.com. Take a look.
Okay, and here we go, y'all. Frothy, that's on your coffee, you know.
Oh, I see what you
Frothy
did there. I
business
like
going
that.
on.
Yeah, we should have gotten one of those milk frothers
Right?
running
Yeah.
after this.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I got a little lighter, a little cleaner.
All right, so you're only going to see this on the Barbershop Duet. This is the Mocha Java with.
Oh, there we go.
On 3, 1, 2. Ooh, gotta make that noise. Oh, yeah, you are. Oh, that got better. That's... Wow,
The
Sean!
day is really breaking here.
Sean, that's gorgeous. Oh, man. Yes, it got a little bit more real somehow.
Right? I don't know. Yeah, see.
Hold on.
Get in there. Get in there. That lather is quite a thing, I have to say.
Okay, I'm going. I even get a sense of the room.
Right?
I even get a sense of the room I'm in now. Oh, this is beautiful. And it's a cedar room. It's beautiful. It's just
very
got like
light.
darker woods.
Or
in
like
it.
the sun shining in through the window. You know your day is literally just starting.
And it's got a little bit of a natural edge to it, Sean being an outdoor
Yeah,
kind
there's
of
something
guy,
secret
right?
in there. I'm getting much more of that
I
woodier
do
side
get an
for
outdoor
sure.
Edmonton morning a little bit in this as well, 100%.
It's a little less gourmandy than off the puck.
You know, I actually get a little bit more nuttiness in the middle of it.
Yeah, there's
it gets
something
a little
else.
bit. Yeah, I don't know. I might get a little more gourmandy for me. I'm thinking about
Interesting.
eating this
Okay, maybe
lather.
that's what's happening.
Right. Okay, let's go on a conversation. Does this coffee smell better than coffee? Because coffee can have a bitter edge to it,
does.
y'all.
I don't
you
know
can
how.
burn coffee. You know what I mean?
There's something a little there's something sweeter in here. Like I don't know if it's like sugar or
Right.
if it's a vanilla or something that makes it not too sweet because sometimes that can be the case, but it's just enough that the bitterness of the coffee is dumbed down.
I'm not saying Sean improved coffee.
But I'm not saying he not.
Sean improved coffee. Let's look at the set notes. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at MacDuff'sSoapCompany.com, here is a list of the set notes, and we are starting off with dark chocolate.
Yeah, definitely there. Unmistakable. Rum.
You know, hold on a second.
Maybe that's that secret thing in the middle. That's what's making them blend.
The sweetness. And you know what I love? Think of rum. I mean, because we know rum with coffee. Some of it, depending on what job you've got, you know rum with coffee, right? But hold on. Think about rum with chocolate. I feel like we don't give that combination enough love.
Right. Oh, caramel is next.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
That was the sweet.
Start with chocolate in your imagination. Add a little rum. And then a ribbon of caramel through it.
Yep.
Then reach over and grab
the roasted coffee. So it's already made.
Now,
I totally get that.
Here is why Sean improved coffee, right? My dad always took his black coffee. This sugarcane and cream.
Yep.
Cream and sugar
it's
next.
All there.
See, Sean knows how to do coffee. This
and then
is not
this is
Earl
where
Grey tea
the
hot.
secrets sneak in that we're getting. That we didn't know what was happening, but we knew something.
This is from the cologne side. This is the cologne side. So,
sandalwood.
Creamy, beautiful, slightly earthy, soft sandalwood.
And you said
dapper as
nutty.
Wow.
And now we got almond.
Hey!
Marcus
was right! It's
One day,
anticlimactic.
it won't work.
Almonds. Heliotrope. That's a subtle sweetness.
Barely there, but it's there. And then cardamom to just add that finisher so that it doesn't get too sweet and it doesn't get too cologne-y.
Right.
It just stays with a nice little result.
It's funny, we were talking to Mr. Smythe at PAA about coffee the other day, and he goes, throw cardamom in it. It's magical.
Right? When you're brewing it.
And here we go. Coffee with cardamom in this shaving soap. Sean knows that too. This must be an international coffee tip.
Right. So let's now read the lovely blurb on the page that he's given to us.
Right. Here we go.
The robust aroma of freshly brewed coffee and cardamom is noticed immediately.
Right.
Take a whiff. Here we go. Tempered with the sweetness of dark chocolate, sugarcane, and caramel.
That's funny that he says tempered, because dark chocolate has a little bit of a bitter edge already. So I love that this is tempered by the dark chocolate, and then something else is about to temper the dark chocolate. And that's the pyramid that has made this better than real coffee.
So last little thing, the richness is grounded with notes of warm, aged rum and sandalwood with some delicate heliotrope adding a floral nuance. Well, there you have it.
The man is an artist. What can you say? It's
my goodness.
Fabulous. Now I get it. Now I get the shock waves.
I know. Everyone's freaking out.
This soap has caused my phone to go off. You get that, right?
People are like, have you smelled this yet?
Dude, just text me.
Did you order?
Have you smell right? Did you buy Morning Ritual yet?
We did on drop day.
Yes, I did. I got them both. I got Alberta Boys and Morning Ritual.
But our schedule is a little thick, but we had to sneak this in. It was a non-negotiable.
Right. Oh, man. And you know, I'm having a thought. I'm not even going to save this for going deeper. I'm going to have this right now.
Let's have it.
If you start by smelling for the coffee and the chocolate, it's entirely there, as if you're walking into your favorite little coffee house in your hometown. However, if you start, okay, ready? Hold on.
Yep.
Clear your palate.
Clearing. It's official.
Now, start by smelling this as if it is only a cologne. This is only an EDP that somebody is walking by you at the airport. Okay, ready? Here we go. Walking by you at the airport. Ready? The red zone is for the immediate loading and unloading of passengers only.
Yeah, there is some kind of classy dapperness happening too.
Yo, that's the cologne side to this. That's the Killian side to this.
You smell only for the wood and work your way from the down up, because that whiff threw me off too. Like, don't smell for coffee or chocolate.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the whiff where Marcus gets wood. I think this is a characteristic of some of our all-time favorites, is that there are 3 or 4 prominent scent note or scent note families, and you can start with any one of those 4, and they help you discover the other 3 in a new way. So if you start with the chocolate in this, you almost wouldn't even get the coffee because you would have such a beautiful time exploring the chocolate. If you start with the coffee, I don't even know if you'd find the chocolate because you have such a beautiful time exploring the coffee. And then the other stuff in here, the almond, the heliotrope, and like you said, the woods in this. Sean. No wonder it's called the Explorer series.
Yeah, we have gone on an exploration.
She's like looking for X marks the spot.
Yeah.
Wow. And I love that there's not a prominent center note in this. I love how did he phrase it? Brewed coffee and cardamom is noticed immediately, not like shoved in your face.
It's just there.
This ginormous
you just
vibe.
Walked into the kitchen, in the morning, and you got the whiff of the coffee just came out.
So I have a question, but we can only answer it from the basement we're going down. Okay, I wonder if we didn't know coffee, if we didn't know chocolate, if you didn't know rum, if you didn't know sandalwood, what would you sense this as? Would it come together as those things, or would it be something a little different?
Okay, so when I was a little kid at church, all the kids would go and have like kids time while the parents stayed, and then you get to come back. And there was something about when you leave and come back and be around all the adults, there was like a smell of coffee in the air. But I was so little, I don't think I really knew what that smell was.
Yeah,
So that did to me almost become like an adult smell without realizing it. Does that make sense?
And it's a really comforting one.
It
because
is.
You are in church. You're with all your friends. You're where you go every
Right.
week. And the funny thing about the coffee and the donut, the chocolate donut smell in church, let's be honest, right?
Really fine donuts.
Right. That smell doesn't hit me at the beginning of church. Yeah, it starts about halfway through because that's when they brew the coffee. They brew it so that it's ready when the service is over. So about halfway through church, you start being like, do I smell coffee? Do I smell donuts? Right.
Can we be done now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, can you grab the puck? I want to do a full compare again.
Woo! Okay,
because now, at the beginning, I was so like transfixed with this version. This is definitely the deeper, sweeter, more gourmandy coming from here. Like, I really wish we had the splash now because I feel like
I was just going to say that.
There's something else.
We were talking about getting the Splash to Alberta Boys as a non-negotiable because that was so beautiful and we already love Lost Chili so
now
much.
what are we going to do?
Y'all, I think we got to get this one first.
And maybe some more wax melts.
Okay, please excuse us. You know, when you used to go see the Mr. Lincoln exhibit at Disneyland, there, as the curtain goes up and you start to get a sense that, wait, there's a guy standing on stage because the lights start kind of dark on him, right? And you start to get a sense of, wait a minute, is that him? Is that what it would have looked like? And it's a little bit scary and a little bit mysterious when you're a little kid, right? That this is Abraham Lincoln. And the voice of Paul Frees, this like beautiful voice, says, the eye of the artist and the skill of the sculptor present. And I've always thought, I love how they frame that because it's not
it's like both of them.
Right. It's not like we can't just like build a Lincoln doll and make him talk, right? No, this took some extraordinary effort.
Some innovation, you know?
Y'all, when I smell a MacDuff's soap, I kind of hear those words, the skill of the sculptor, the nose of the artist.
Right.
Like, it just takes a special talent to be able to make something that is this, not only smell good, but flippin' functional. Right. Y'all, you looking at this lather?
And how it smells in the base and then to have it come up there in the lather and know that that's where you want it to end blows my mind. I don't think I could ever be like, okay, I think it's done. I just can't finish it.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall when I'm watching Sean come up with these scents.
And I can only put it into my perspective of like even my college days of choreographing a dance from beginning to end. There's like the beginning of the story, the middle, and end, which is kind of like the 3 tiers for soap stuff. But I would always have a hard time finishing choreography and being like, okay, don't change anything else. Like this tells the story. It's good.
You're done.
And I feel like that's the same thing here. Like, how do you know all 3 of those tiers are going to blend and jive and work so well?
Because if it was just the chocolate, the rum, and the caramel and the coffee, I would have stopped there. But no, it's the sugar, it's the cream, it's the sandalwood, it's the almond, the heliotrope, the cardamom that break this open and really help support the major scent notes in this in a way that turns them into just something artistic for the nose.
I'm trying to remember the first time I really like started regularly having coffee, like how old I was. I don't know. I remember coffee ice cream was definitely my thing that I think I jumped on the bandwagon first. Probably Frappuccinos because in high school, that was when Starbucks had brought up those and that was like a big deal. But college, then it became like with all the all-night papers and late rehearsals, coffee was my new best friend.
Yeah, Sean will like this. Because I was such a Star Trek geek, I actually in high school drank Earl Grey tea, hot. Like that's what I drank. Well, because it wasn't as like crazy as coffee. It was more palatable first, but it was still a grown-up drink.
It
wasn't too
for
sweet.
sure.
Right? Like it wasn't sweet at all, right? Those kind of things. But I think it was Starbucks, like when I got to college, that was like, "Hey, you want a milkshake that's gonna make you jittery?" Yeah, yes, I do.
You gotta finish that paper,
And if that, now I can drink a black coffee. I don't enjoy it very much. I can if I have to, right? But I go to my fills and I get sweet creamy.
And, mix up the flavors a little bit. Yeah, now I kind of want to know what coffee Sean has because clearly it's some good stuff.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask him today.
Right?
Like, what was the inspiration?
Fun fact, which coffee inspired you to make this?
And what a brilliant idea to take a morning ritual like cream, sugar, and coffee and combine it with the morning ritual of shaving. Makes perfect sense to me.
Right?
You know, my Mel Brooks aficionados will know a movie called The Producers, and there is a scene that they were shooting at 1 o'clock in the morning, and it needed to have like some high level energy. It was the very famous Gene Wilder, My Blue Blanket scene, right? Well, Gene asked Mel, hey, can I go home, Mel? We've been doing this all day. I'm really tired. And Mel said, we'll get you some coffee. And he said, I don't drink coffee. Mel said, what do you do? And he says, I eat Hershey bars. Mel said, get him 12 Hershey bars, but that didn't work. So you know what they did? They filled him up on coffee. And they shot the scene anyway. And the way Gene tells it, he felt like he was about to have a heart attack. But if you watch that scene, my blue blanket! My blue blanket! Oh my God, that is the only way that scene, I woke up the deaf dog. That is the only way that scene could have been done. Right?
Now they all want to go watch that scene.
So
but we all know the coffee jitters you're talking about.
So I love that little piece of trivia.
That's
so
cute.
It's pretty simple. All you have to do is be a Starfleet captain in the 24th century. And when you go to get your morning ritual of Earl Grey tea hot, the replicators are going to be broken. So is the holodeck. But guess what? Guinan's got a French press and you just got your own! So, head over to MacDuff'sSoapCompany.com to find this and a bunch of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with morning ritual. And as a nighttime shaver, I had the best time integrating this into my morning ritual when I had to have a morning shave. Y'all, I don't know if this is actually caffeinated or not, but it really did its job and just beautifully giving me that chocolate sense that early in the morning was an added bonus. And just the farthest thing from a scratch and sniff sticker of that chocolate. I know if you've never smelled something like this and you think of like a chocolate scented thing, you have that idea in your head. This isn't it. It's not like a chocolate bar in your hand either. It's just the other side, this artist's version of chocolate. And the lather, softest thing in our den, luxurious on your face. And boy, is this thing friends with a badger brush. I'm just getting into those too. Sean MacDuff, thank you, my friend. Welcome to Messages!
So we have been having so much fun smelling all of the new Sterling seasonals that have been coming out that we wanted to share that fun with you. So we decided to have a giveaway!
Hey, y'all, $20 for anything that Sterling offers, including their
Sterling
coffee.
Roastery.
Right? All you have to do is send an email here at WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so that we can get back to you and mention our Sterling giveaway. Check back on June 1st to see if you are a lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Best of luck, y'all. Y'all, with our 300th episode approaching, we decided that we were going to have a little 300th episode celebration on Instagram Live, and Sean and MacDuff have agreed to join us for a little conversation about the shaving world and all of these MacDuff soaps and all these degenerates that are running around buying them, and just what a fun year we've had in this community, and especially with these MacDuff soaps. Sean, these are just some of our most fun episodes and some of the most treasured members of our shaving
I know,
team.
even going back to our first one was Summer Cabin. Like, that was our intro into MacDuff Soap Company. So if all of y'all have never tried MacDuff's, pick up something, and you'll know what we're talking about when we say it just smells real. Like, I'm outside. I'm in Canada for real. We've never been, but with these soaps, it almost feels like we could have said that we have, beside the smell.
And it feels like we've got a friend in Sean, just because of all the little corners of his personality that he chooses to share with all of us.
And I'm excited. This is our first from Explorer series, so we're going to have to add some more and get
I
all
know.
that.
He did send us, do you remember he sent us a little sample of the rosemary sea salt before he released it at the very beginning of our journey?
We were such newbies. We didn't even know what it was.
Right?
We might have. It's been a few months now. I feel like we could go back and we'll see.
I know. I don't think, we could totally shoot the episode.
Right?
I think we should.
Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this, eh?